Hey everybody, it's Michael from Replica Airguns with another tabletop review. Today we're looking at the KWC Model 1911 All Metal Non-Blowback CO2 Airsoft pistol. I haven't done any shooting for this pistol as of yet, but I have done a field test and actual full review for the Cybergun branded distributed version in the 4.5mm steel BB. So again, this is Airsoft. I have tested out pretty much the exact same gun made by KWC, but distributed by Cybergun in 4.5mm steel BB. So they should kind of perform similarly. I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can check out that review. Now this gun is available in our Canada Replica Airgun store, available for purchase there. Let's get into some of the specifications. This is a non-blowback, mostly all-metal gun. It uses 12-gram CO2 cartridges, shoots 6mm plastic airsoft BBs, and no, you cannot use 4.5mm BBs in this gun. They're the wrong size. It also has a 15-round full-size dropout all-metal magazine that holds the CO2 and the plastic airsoft BBs. It weighs in at just under 2.4 pounds or 1,050 grams and has a 5.2-inch non-rifled barrel. It also shoots in double action only and has a claimed power rating of 1.6 joules because it's an airsoft gun. A lot of times it's just done in joules. Not exactly sure what the FPS will be at this point. I'm expecting 400 plus perhaps. And this is a replica of the real steel Sig-Arms Sig Sauer 1911 GSR, and a pretty good one at that, at least in terms of looks. Again, this gun is made by KWC in Taiwan. It does come in a nice cardboard box here, as you can see. Typical KWC box. Got some info on there, non-blowback, the weight, length, joules, full metal, 15 shot. KWC's website there too. Inside the box you will get a manual, basic information, parts diagram, how to load, shoot, all that kind of stuff. You also get the Allen key for tightening the CO2 and a little packet of BBs, plastic BBs. These are 0.2 gram, 100 in the package there. Really quickly before I do my walk around, just want to introduce another gun here to show you. This is the Model 1911 TAC, I guess, or the A1 TAC, and it's another KWC gun. This is, I guess, a more functional gun. In terms of looks, they look very similar, right? Same rail system. Both have sort of these tactical triggers, although this one doesn't have the cutouts. There's sort of, it looks like it does, but it doesn't. Same hammer, right? Same type of sights. So they look very similar, just that the one that we're actually reviewing today, the 1911, Model 1911 non-blowback, is a little more simple in design. This one is also steel BB, but I believe is available in airsoft as well. This one has full blowback, a lot more working parts, slide release, safety, all that stuff. Working hammer, working grip safety. I don't believe this one. Oh, there we go. Helps if the safety's off, right? Nice rail on it. So, nice gun. Both of them have the white dot sights. So in terms of, if you're looking for a gun with full functionality, blowback and all that, this would be the way to go. But again, it is more expensive and there are more moving parts, so more things to go wrong. Alright, getting back to the KWC Model 1911, let's get into a walk around. Alright, so let's take a look here. KWC made in Taiwan, little serial number there. The F for the European market. We have metal grips on this gun, so it adds to the weight for sure. This is that trigger. It is double action only. This is plastic. One of the few plastic parts on this gun, but it is plastic. And same with this sort of mock hammer. It doesn't really do anything other than just move back and forth a little bit, but that's plastic as well. We do have this sort of chrome line barrel. You can see here we got our caliber listed on there. All right. Now the slide is a separate component, but it doesn't move back and forth at all. All right, let's take a look. That would be your magazine release from the opposite side. All right, we have a recessed barrel. Okay, Everything looks legit here in the front. Let's take a look at the other side. This slide catch release doesn't work. It is a separate part, and I believe it's plastic as well. Frame is metal, slide is metal, grips are metal. Magazine, so there's your magazine release. Magazine is all metal, okay. Right. CO2 valve, CO2 screw there, Allen key. All right, CO2 goes in there. All right, there's your mag release again. Right there, metal grips. Do have the safety in the right position. Working safety, working mag release, working trigger. It's pretty much it for working parts on this gun. Okay, nice white dot sights. All right. Nice gun. I mean, good weight and feel. And to be honest, the trigger's not too bad. For this sort of weird double action type thing, obviously it's not a single action like a real 1911, but you can really pull it fairly quick. Get a little tight there. So you can shoot pretty quick with it. Imagine if you're shooting on a target, it actually feels pretty good. And the release point is pretty predictable, so I think it's going to shoot pretty good even offhand. Alright, let's get into some of the pros and the cons. Has very good weight, and it's a super solid feeling gun. All that weight to it, 2.4 pounds. Not bad at all if you're looking for a heavy all-metal gun with pretty simple design, and that's the way to go. It has an all-metal magazine that holds the CO2 and the airsoft BBs. A lot of people like those full-size dropout metal magazines, and this one has it. It's a very accurate Sig-Arms Sig Sauer 1911 GSR replica without the licensing. But then again, you don't get all that writing on the gun, warning instructions in white, so it keeps it nice and clean. Now, it should have good FPS and get lots of shots per CO2, as I did with the Cybergun 4.5mm steel BB version in this gun. So when I do my field test, we'll confirm that. It does also have that rail for mounting accessories, like a tack light or perhaps a laser. Also has nice white dot sights, so it should be pretty easy to acquire targets on all kinds of different backgrounds. It also has that true 1911 style looking trigger, so it looks the part even though it's double action. It also has a very affordable price tag if you're looking for an all-metal gun in the lower price category. Alright, some of the cons. No blowback operation. The slide does not move at all either. The hammer moves but does not cock, so no single action shooting out of this pistol at all. The sights are non-adjustable, even though they do have that white dot sighting, they are non-adjustable. And the trigger action is obviously a lot heavier than a single action gun, so it's definitely heavier than most 1911s would be, but still not too bad overall. Should shoot fairly well. Alright, that wraps up this tabletop review of the KWC Model 1911 all-metal non-blowback CO2 airsoft pistol. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. This gun again is in our Canada Replica Airgun store, so check that out if you're interested at replicaairguns.ca. Also come on down to replicaairguns.com where I have articles, posts, reviews. I'll even have a written review for this pistol with additional photos, and we also have our US and Canada airgun store links there, so you can check out any products that you may be interested in, including air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, knives, and other accessories. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.